Hey guys, welcome to my video. Today we're going to take a look at the McFarlane Collector Edition DC Multiverse Green Lantern. Now this isn't Hal Jordan or John Stewart, this is just the generic Green Lantern. So I believe you could either make him Abin Sur or Tomar-Re. It's basically the normal box, except it has the McFarlane Collector's Edition logo right there, and all of the white is now in place with a nice metallic silver. It says 22 moving parts, McFarlane Toys. On the side of the box it says McFarlane Green Lantern. This is edition 22. I believe number 1 was Superman. And on the back of the box we get this great comic art, which has all the different ones, including Tomar-Re. Abin Sur wouldn't be on this one because Abin Sur died. I guess it's not much of a spoiler. Hal Jordan has Abin Sur's ring. And on the side of the box, it says McFarlane Collector's Edition Green Lantern Corps. It doesn't say any specific comic, but it's probably just going to be number 3, I guess, because there's Tomar-Re. Also, the Platinum Edition is using the head for this guy and this guy. Sadly, I do not know the names of those characters. If you want to look for this figure, Books A Million's a good place. I haven't seen it anywhere else as of now. So, let's take this figure out of the box and look at this figure. Alright, here's the figure out of the box, and here is everything that it comes with. So it comes with 2 right hands and 2 left hands. They're not even really that different. Why would you include 2 flying looking hands? And then they did include one of the other, and then a fist hand. Also, these are actually casted in the green plastic, which is a little odd. It comes with a construct of looks to be the Fortress of Solitude, but it seems to be this blast. I like how crystallized it looks. Not really anything specific, it's pretty generic. One thing that I always liked about Green Lanterns was that they would make very clever stuff, like a yo-yo or a boxing glove. But, you know, this is fine. You know, some Green Lanterns wouldn't be as clever as others. And he comes with a lantern with this awful handle. What is this? The sculpt looks amazing on the lantern, but the handle, it's a construct. I think I would actually rather it be more of a solid one. I will not be displaying my Green Lantern with this lantern. Well, let's go to something positive. It does also include another construct, which is one of the Elders. But, you know, this is a fine one. You know, he's about to execute Order 66 or something. And we got this pretty cool shield. One thing that I will mention is that you clip it on the arm. I think that they should have made it where you could attach it on a ring hand, like this, rather than being clipped on the arm, because when it's clipped on the arm, it doesn't look like it's coming out of the ring. And the last thing that this Green Lantern comes with is the head sculpt of Abin Sur, which actually, it's a really good head sculpt. The thing is that I don't know if I would ever display this figure as Abin Sur if I was going to have Hal Jordan on my display, because if you didn't know, Abin Sur died and gave the ring to Hal Jordan. So if Hal Jordan is the Green Lantern and Abin Sur is still around, that completely messes up the lore. So let's take a closer look at this figure. So the Green Lantern figure stands about 7 inches, so it will not fit with Superpowers figures, and it will definitely not fit with Marvel Legends figures. Yeah, this is the exact same sculpt as that Kyle Rayner figure. It is not a new body, but I actually really like this body for Green Lantern. So this is not the exact same outfit as the one that John Stewart is in. I never liked that Green Lantern logo. When I think of Green Lantern, I think of this logo, or the one where it's kind of pointed at the ends. This one over here is just, it's not very good. I do not like it. I don't care if it's accurate to the comic. So the head sculpt is actually pretty good. It's super detailed, but I feel like it's not cartoony enough for Tomar-Re, because when you think of Tomar-Re, you think of the black around his eyes and those big cartoony eyes and small beak. This is more of what he would look like in real life. And this, it looks a lot better than how he looked in the Green Lantern movie. So I'll definitely give them credit for that. But I kind of like my Tomar-Re's more cartoony. You could still tell from this head who this is supposed to be. So I'm going to show you how the removable head works. So the removable head, so this actually comes off like that. And then you just pop on the head. And now you have Abin Sur, which actually, I really like how this body was done, because it was done in a way where you could switch it with any Green Lantern, or just any head of your choice. Like, you could grab, like, the Flash head if you wanted to, or the Batman head. You could just basically make anybody a Green Lantern. They did change the outfit a little because on Green Lantern, he would usually have just these little green slivers on it. But on this one, they kind of just went and they made the entire shoulder green. I do want to see a Hal Jordan figure in this. I might pick up that Hal Jordan figure just to see what the head would look like. So this is technically a newer outfit because of this. Usually he'll have green trunks, but on this one, it's like a green sliver and then just black trunks. But I think it still looks good. I do want to see what those trunks would look on this figure. One thing that I will mention about this figure is that to achieve the goal of having multiple heads, they just painted the neck of the figure green, which is a good way of doing it, but it still breaks up the sculpt and doesn't look as good as I would have preferred it looking. Let's see what the accessories look on this figure. So here's what the figure looks like with the shield, and actually this is the best way of having him hold the shield, is to give him the open palm hand, because when he's holding it, it looks like that he's making it out of the ring. And here's what the figure looks like with the lantern. And here's what the figure looks like with the construct blast, the hologram hand. And here's what the figure looks like with the flying hands, or falling hands. Help me. So let's see what this lantern looks like with some other lanterns in my collection. So here's what John Stewart looks next to the Green Lantern, or Abin Sur. And here's Tomar-Re. And you can see what I mean about the costumes. Around the 80s, they had this kind of revamped logo. I do not like this Green Lantern logo at all. Like, not even one bit. One thing, too, is that it separates at the back. That probably was how the comic one was, but that looks bad. I think that they're the same shade of green, which is pretty good. Let me see what they look like if I do a head swap. And here's the figure's head swapped. And this looks a lot better. I know that it's not as accurate as this one is to the comic, but this just looks a lot better and nicer. This actually does look pretty good. I will mention that the neck needs to be painted if you were going to do that. This is what it looks like with Tomar-Re. Tomar-Re actually works a little bit better, and I would like to see what the trunks look like. I don't know how to take off the trunks without messing up the figure, so sadly I cannot show you what the trunks would look like. You can use Tomar-Re or Abin Sur's stuff with Green Lantern. I tried to take off the hand, I ended up taking off the whole joint somehow. I would show you what it looks like, but I cannot take it off. Here's how the new Green Lantern scales with other McFarlane figures in my collection. So far, I really like McFarlane toys. I just feel like McFarlane can make some really good figures. But most of the time, he just makes what almost was a good figure. And I think that my overall thoughts, I think this is a great figure. I think this is definitely worth paying $30 for. The accessories that it comes with are pretty good. I wish that some of them were a little more cartoony or creative. I feel like mostly they're just blasts like how they are in the movies. I think that having 2 alternate heads is really cool. Basically what that means is you can army build that, because you could just take any head from your collection. Like if I wanted to switch, say, Superman's head, I could 100% do that. I mean, that's one thing that's really cool about this Green Lantern body, is that I can switch it out with anything. And hey, if I wanted to, I could have Super Tomar-Re. This is kind of amazing. This is a really cool figure. The outfit is perfect. I have no problems with this. The texture is fine. I actually don't mind it. But let's get to my biggest problem with this figure, which is this stupid handle for this lantern. Because a lantern is a great accessory. Should have came with John Stewart. But this handle is awful. Because I know that they've released good lanterns. So I think overall I will give this figure a solid 9. I think this is probably one of the best McFarlane figures I've ever owned. I really like the alternate heads that it comes with. The Tomar-Re one is not as cartoony as I would have liked, but it's fine. All the hands and everything are actually pretty good. I don't know why it comes with 2 open palm hands for 1 arm, but it's fine. So, thank you all for watching. Leave a like on the video if you like it. If you like to see more McFarlane videos, subscribe. We're almost at 100 subscribers. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.